Daryl Charles.
Setoiyo.
We are back again.
Yes.
The Knockout Nerds.
Welcome to the coldest summer of the rest of your life.
It'll never be this cold ever again. We have burned the planet.
Yes.
It's only hotter and hotter from here, much like the Knockout Nerds. Up and up and up.
That's all we do.
Mm-hmm.
We burn the planet here. No, actually, we're pretty good and ethical. Along with our ethics is Anga Studios, as you can see right here. The lovely studios. Please. AngaStudios83.com.
Check them out. Please also thank you so much for liking, subscribing to the podcast, listening to the podcast, sharing the podcast. We greatly appreciate y'all for that. I do want to say a thing, Daryl Charles.
Sure.
And I want to say it up top.
Mm-hmm.
I need to say this, that Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano are tremendous capitalists.
Yeah.
They gave you individuals 17 seconds of a nothing burger that if you were hip to fighting, you would know it was going to be a nothing burger.
I didn't see it, but you told me and I was like,
I told you exactly.
In fact, earlier yesterday, I was like, this is what's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for 17 seconds, Gina made $1 million, Ronda made $2 million. And I want to say this. I'm not mad at people getting their bag. I just hope that after the fact, they will go away.
Mm.
And I know they won't.
No.
I know Ronda Rousey can't go away. She's going to take her $2 million and go back to her woman-beating husband. And she will then go back and say that I'm the greatest fighter of all times. Meanwhile, Holly Holmes kicked you in the fucking head. And Amanda Nunes pelted your face in. And she will then...
Amanda Nunes, she was bing bop
booming you.
Yeah.
And she will continue to say that she's the greatest fighter of all times.
I mean, you know, what is great, right? Like, is greatness the amount of eyes you can draw to a sport? Is greatness being a champion? Is greatness like being the greatest champion?
Her definition of being the greatest is that she says that she is the greatest fighter, which is untrue.
Mm.
And I understand that she needed that win for her psyche.
Sure.
And if it was enough that she could get that win and go away, I'd be good with it. But I know she won't go away. And I just want to say this, and not that she would ever see this podcast. I need you to know that Ronda Rousey,
tag her in the comments.
Yes, Ronda Rousey, Amanda Nunes belted you into oblivion. Holly Holm kicked you in the fucking head. These are two people who were better than you. You ran from Chris Cyborg your entire career because you claimed that she was a drug cheat. Then you went on Netflix and you were pumped up with so much drugs, you looked like you had been given V1 from the fucking boys. Okay? Gina Carano, hey, stop taking Ozempic. You don't need to do it. You was moving crazy out here. Jake Paul, you can't fill an arena. Anthony Joshua broke your face.
That's true.
And that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Your mother raised two horrible young men.
Okay, well, where are we?
And I love that.
This is getting into Meet the Grams territory.
They're terrible. They're from Ohio. I know my people. I know my Ohio whites. These are two terrible men. And you can't fill a fucking arena. Anthony Joshua, a Nigerian, broke your fucking face. And that was good. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Knock on nerds.
Yeah. This is the podcast where we talk about fighting stuff.
Yeah.
Or we talk about nerd stuff. And
you broke your fucking face.
But first,
yeah,
we will have hot takes.
We will have hot takes.
It probably should be said that during the hot takes section of the show, we are comedians by trade and are doing the comedy. Hence, bullshitting you for laughs and clicks and likes and shares and follows and angry comments, please. So do with that what you will.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is all that hate for the Pauls and the Rouseys, that was a shoot.
Yeah, I was just doing that for the love of the game.
Yeah.
that was just, it was on my spirit.
Right.
It was on my spirit, and I just needed to let that out. Because another thing why I hate that, and I need people to understand, the issue that I have with the Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano Netflix deal is that it's circus. And I'm not supposed to know that it's a circus. As someone who watches and takes in fights, I'm supposed to believe. You have to give me the suspension of belief to believe that I am watching something that is legitimate and that is actually sport. When you give me circus and I can call out that it's circus, it invalidates everything. because you're showing me that if I can just give you gave me slop, and then you're showing me that in fact it's all slop, which I don't appreciate, right? Like, it's like, this is why it was very important for pro wrestlers to protect the business, because if you sit there and say it's all trash, then you're disincentivizing certain groups of people from actually taking it seriously. This is why at some point that people start to disengage from the political process. When you show them, when the politicians are so corrupt that they show people that it's theater, then it's like, well, then what's the point of actually engaging in this process at all? So that's why I find it.
That is the plan, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why I find it particularly distasteful. But yes, hot takes.
Yes, hot takes.
Yeah, Drake releasing 3 albums is fatherless behavior. That is fatherless behavior. That is a man who did not have a dad growing up. Okay, there was not a father to, and I understand this. I was raised by a single mother. Thank goodness she was Nigerian. Eventually, I was told to shut the fuck up, but it can be argued that I was also given too much latitude to express my feelings. That is a 40-year-old man dropping 3 albums with no self-reflection. You are a fatherless man. Your dad wasn't around to tell you to shut the fuck up. And we are all worse for it. You are rapper Taylor Swift. For the first 10 years of your career, you blamed everything on women. And you said you can't trust these females. And then for the next 5 or 10 years of whatever career you have left, you've taken it to blaming men. And you say you can't trust these niggas. I need everyone in the LGBTQIA community to watch your back. He's coming for you next. I need all you queers, okay, to watch your back. If you are they, them, he about to be in that fussy. Be warned. He is not safe. And he will out you too. This man has no self-reflection. He is absolutely positively fatherless. And I can take nothing that this man says seriously because he sued a man for dropping a diss track that he felt was too mean to him. And he sued his own record label for it.
Ain't nothing like mean poetry. It's some of my favorite music is just mean poetry.
So mean made you sue.
Yeah.
And then you're going to try to drop a diss. Brother, you don't have a dad.
Okay.
And this is why you behave in the manner of which you behave. And those of you men especially who are like, oh, he's the coldest out, talk to your father. If your father's not there, you know why you believe as you believe with Drake. And you should self-reflect. You show some shame. Yeah.
The thing about Drake is, I guess I come from a different generation. I was already a full-grown adult before. Yeah. It was actually my sister, my little sister, who told me about Drake.
Yes.
That was like the first I heard.
Yeah.
I know nothing of this Degrassi stuff.
And we're not Canadians.
Well, true, but like she was a little girl and was like, oh, Lil Wayne just signed this guy. He's about to take it over. And I was like, all right, sure, whatever. Yeah. I think it was the Carter 3. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I just got the CD. I was like, yo, let's listen to it in my car. And she was like, oh, Lil Wayne's all right, but Drake. And I was like, who? Not the point. The thing is, I have never like put a Drake CD in and decided to listen to it. Yeah. I'm not necessarily against the music. Some of the songs bang. Yeah. I'm not going to act like they don't.
He did have some bangers back in the day.
Throughout his career, bangers.
Yeah.
But I let the streets tell me. So yeah, I woke up on Thursday, Friday morning, whatever, and they were like, he put out 3 albums. I was like, great. And then I let the clips fly because that's how I'm going to find out. Like the YOLO song I knew because I was outside and people were playing it. The Forever I knew because I was outside. I don't go looking for it. It filters to me. So I just let the streets do what they do. I let the riffraff, let the cream rise to the top. And that's how I'll find out if there's any songs on there. But I tell you, boy, Drake, Twitter on your neck.
Huh? You are 40 years old.
Twitter on your neck.
You are a 40-year-old man still rapping like a 24-year-old.
Twitter all Friday. It was just the image of the guy taking the headphones off. Just
nigga, that shit sucked.
That's I can't tell you. I did not listen.
Most Def was right about you.
You make music for Target?
You make music for Target, brother. You are music for the Super Walmart, big dog. That's what you are.
Yeah, my favorite part of that whole interview was like when she asked him, like, how do you think about drink? He was like,
why would you do this to me? This man most def said, why would you do
He whispered it though.
He was like, why would you do this? I have so many things. He said, there's so much going on. He said, there's so many other things.
Like, you don't need, if you want a spicy clip from me, let's talk about Darfur.
Do you know what they're doing to water? I dropped New World Water, and you want to talk to me about...
In 1999, and now you want to talk to me about this little boy?
About this boy? About this black Jewish Canadian? So many stores.
Tell me a cheese and found.
Right. Yeah, right. Cruddy. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's my
my hot take is, look, I actually don't like all of the fascism that's in the media that I consume.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful for it because it's making me stronger.
Yes.
I don't like it. Kingpin taking over New York City with a fascist Gestapo.
Yeah.
The rise of Homelander.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's important that our media take on the big topics that I can't go outside and do something about it. Luigi already took care of anybody I needed to. No, I'm kidding. But anyway,
it's a great video game.
Super
Mario Brothers.
Yeah. No, Luigi's Mansion is what I was talking about. I don't know why you would think anything
else. And we're talking about.
But it's making me stronger. You know what I mean? And it's making all of us stronger. It allows us to do a little bit of the thought about what these people are like and what their movements look like and what is, again, it's all fantasy. It's all farce. But think about the historical analogies of the Viltrumites to something that may have happened in the world.
Yeah.
In, I don't know, the mid-40s.
Yeah.
And think about what has to happen. And then think about what happens when you do take them down and then they show up in your country, in your town, and they look at you in the face and they say, hey, we're here.
Yeah.
And as long as you never bring it up, we'll never try. But if you say something to anybody, it's finna happen.
Then it's time.
I'll tear everything apart.
And we'll say it's your fault.
And then you fast forward to a couple of years and what happens? They create the Heritage Foundation.
Yes.
They take over the courts.
Yes.
And then they put in a dementia-addled narcissist,
yes.
Who falls asleep on TV.
And your father says, I like that guy.
Right. So it's making us stronger.
Yes.
It is, while I don't like it, I respect it. And I also respect how hard they have to work to try to out-parody real life and how...
They're failing.
Oh my God. The way that The Boys is failing at satire because the world is stupider than they could have even imagined.
Brother, I'd be out here. They're tired and I'd be seeing this white man said, we thought there's no way. There's not a chance. There's not a chance that he's going to make a golden statue. So we'll do it. And then he makes a goddamn golden statue.
The week before the show come out.
And then you dumb Christians are like, oh my God.
There's no way he's going to make his own Bible. Yeah. That's instant blasphemy.
You're exact. That's, huh?
Boom. Here you go.
There it is.
For sale. You can buy it right now on the .com.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But again, Andor is another show, right?
Yes.
Like all of these shows that, and I'm saying this now for those who are watching, please look at it and do some thought about it. I thought as a child that after Captain Planet came out, there wouldn't be any way possible that anyone my age would advocate against the environment. And look at where we are now. Huh?
Shouts to Ted Turner.
Shouts to Ted Turner.
You know what I'm saying?
A good billionaire.
A good billionaire.
Because he's a dead billionaire. He's gone.
He's gone. But you know what? He understood.
But he liked Captain Planet. He liked cartoons.
He did like cartoons.
And he allowed Captain Planet to happen. But like the idea that there were people watching Captain Planet who identified with Hall Greedley.
Yeah. Crazy
work.
Are you serious?
But those people are in power.
And some of them are our age. Like, they're not all of them are old. Some of these billionaires grew up on Captain Planet and said, I'll burn it all down.
Yeah. They said, wait, they making fun of my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I hate them. That little boy with the monkey?
Yep.
Fuck him. Heart. Who needs heart? They were 7 years old when they said this shit.
Huh? Demons. Okay. Literal demons. Man, yeah. The one thing about it is that so much of our media is so fascism laden, and it's it does demand. Unfortunately, it demands overwhelming strength and tenacity from mostly black folk, because hasn't that always been the case? Well, but don't worry. Some of you whites are figuring it out too. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, your chickens are coming home to roost. I can't remember who used that metaphor.
Malcolm X. A chicken coming home to roost never made me sad, only ever made me glad. Woo! And that got him kicked out of the Nation of Islam for many other, and also finding out that like Elijah Muhammad like was a pedophile.
Well, get your hand out my pocket. All right. So now we are covering something from the fighting realm.
Yes, we are.
Something from the knockouts. Next week will be the nerds.
Yes. But in the last knockout episode, I talked about
previously on
the Knockout Nerds, I talked about the return of Mike Tyson. And now we're going to get to the fight that I've been alluding to for a couple episodes that is actually going to happen, and that is the fight between Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. As CeCe Peniston would say, finally. Okay. But I want to give the lead up into what brought this fight about and the two lives that these men lived, because they are very, very, very different lives. And this fight was, and it's going to show you how this fight was sort of viewed. As I said, Mike Tyson has come out of prison and he just knocked out Peter McNeely, right? So Mike Tyson beats up Peter McNeely. He then beats up a guy.
That whole fight makes me want to watch The Great White Hype again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Again, like amazing. You gonna embarrass me on TV? And some of you are too young. You should watch. It's a great fight. It's a great movie, by the way.
Great boxing movie.
Yeah.
With Samuel Jackson and Damon Wayans just absolutely just acting the ass off.
Yes.
Also Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum comes in and kills it. Yeah, it's
a good time.
It's a great situation. So he just knocks out Peter McNeely. Then he knocks out a guy by the name of Buster Mathis Jr. and I believe 3 rounds. So then he's immediately placed to fight Frank Bruno, who at the time was the WBC champion. I'm just saying that so you know who Frank Bruno was. They had fought in the 80s. Mike Tyson beat up Frank Bruno, I believe, in 7 rounds. This fight, people thought Frank Bruno is going to be so much more different. He's going to be so much tougher. He's the WBC champion. Mike Tyson demolishes that man within 3 rounds. Mike Tyson beats him up.
Throw their pizza.
Brother, he beat up that British man so bad that British man never fought again. And Mike Tyson is the WBC champion of the world. Then Mike Tyson goes on, and again, I believe he had this fight in like March, and then he fights again in the same year. He fights a guy by the name of Bruce Seldon, and Bruce Seldon is the WBA champion of the world. He knocks out Bruce Seldon in 1 minute and 49 seconds.
He hits hard.
That's
the thing. He hits hard.
So he hits super duper hard. So now Mike Tyson is the WBC and WBA heavyweight champion of the world.
He built his algorithm brick by brick. I think what he's getting at.
Brother, we back, brother. And again, Mike Tyson doesn't have the same type of aura that he had in the 80s, but it's as good as it's going to get. Yeah. He's once again the world killer, the dominator, everything. Interestingly enough, Mike Tyson immediately vacates the WBC title because for whatever reason, he does not want to fight Lennox Lewis. So once again, Lennox Lewis comes up, and much the same way that Riddick Bowe didn't want to fight Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson at this point doesn't want to fight Lennox Lewis for whatever reason, vacates the WBC title, so now he's the WBA champion. Now on the flip side, Evander Holyfield for years has been going through something that's a bit different, right? So, like I said, Evander Holyfield, last time I brought him up, he had... Fan Man came through, and he regained the heavyweight championship of the world. In his first title defense, he lost to a guy named Michael Moore. And he lost that fight by majority decision. He complained about a shoulder injury. So he went to the doctor to get his shoulder checked. In the course of getting his shoulder checked, they found out that Evander Holyfield had a heart condition, and the heart condition was as such that they said you must retire from boxing.
Damn.
So initially, Evander Holyfield is forced into retirement. Now, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, they believed that the reason that he had a heart condition is they believed that Evander Holyfield had been doing HGH. They could never prove it, but they believed he was on HGH, and that's why he had a heart condition.
Problem with HGH is that it makes everything grow, your muscles, but also your organs.
Yes.
And that's why you see the when those bodybuilders have like abs but guts. It's because their organs inside
are booming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Evander Holyfield is on the shelf, and you got to remember, Evander Holyfield, Christian man.
Sure.
You know, so Evander Holyfield's retired. His career's over, and he takes to watching evangelists on television, and he sees Benny Hill, a very well-known Christian evangelist of the 90s.
Wait. Benny Hill?
Yes.
That's the man's name?
Yes. Yes.
I can only think of like the English guy chasing titties, but you know.
So he sees Benny Hill.
That's unfortunate for this man.
Brother, let me tell you something. He watches a sermon of this man, and he sees, I'm sorry, Benny Hinn. He watches a sermon, he watches a sermon of Benny Hinn, and he said that in watching the sermon of Benny Hinn, he felt his heart heal.
Mysterious ways.
He goes on television and says, I watched a sermon of Benny Hinn and my heart healed. He then becomes good friends with Benny Hinn. He would then go to Benny Hinn's sermons. And Benny Hinn was one of those evangelists that he would put hands on you and knock you out.
Oh, he was like...
he would do...
Was he the jacket guy?
Was he the jacket guy? Yeah. He wouldn't even touch you. He just... Washa, and motherfuckers would just
fall out.
Fall out.
Holy Ghost.
Brother...
Palpatine.
This man would just knock people out.
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield gives Benny Hinn, what, $260,000?
I just keep hearing yakety sax.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's kind of the same thing, bro. He gives this man $260,000. Benny Hinn lays hands on him. Evander Holyfield's getting knocked out every Sunday. There's footage of this. Go on YouTube. Evander Holyfield just going out. And Benny Hinn says his heart is healed.
Of course.
Now, interestingly enough...
You give me $260,000? I'm healing everything in your body. You understand?
Your childhood trauma's gone.
You hand me that kind of money, I swear to God, you'll walk tomorrow.
Huh? I
swear.
Guarantee it. I promise you. Will you be able to find me tomorrow?
I have to strap myself to your back.
Yep.
You will walk tomorrow.
You gonna walk. So, interestingly enough, though, Evander does go for medical tests. And it does show that whatever they said was going on with his heart the first time is not going on now.
Sounds like once you're done with drugs and you give your body enough time, your body does a little bit of healing.
So even if your heart stiffens, if you go off that stuff, the heart will actually loosen, right? It does happen, right? It does actually.
Mysterious ways.
In mysterious ways. So all of a sudden he's cleared. But Evander, now he's lost to Michael Moore. He comes back. He has a trilogy with Riddick Bowe. He loses the third fight. And then he beats Ray Mercer. And then he beats a guy by the name of Bobby Ziz. So he beats he beats two guys who are legit former heavyweight champions of the world. He loses to Riddick Bowe, former heavyweight champion of the world. So he comes out looking like he's a guy who can fight. He's a guy who we all acknowledge as a warrior, but he's shot. He's not looked at as the same type of fighter. Ray Mercer, he went 10 rounds with. That was a unanimous decision. Bobby Ziz was a blown-up light heavyweight that he should have knocked out. He couldn't knock him out. He had to stop him in 5. And then Riddick Bowe knocked him out brutally in 8 rounds, right? So he's like, this Evander Holyfield guy is kind of cooked. But it's the perfect time for him to fight Mike Tyson. This will be a good fight for Mike Tyson to have. It's the fight we've always wanted. It's a fight that's 6 years too late, but better late than never. So then in November of 1996, they make this fight. And the fight is billed as Finally. Mike Tyson for this fight gets $30 million. Evander Holyfield for this fight gets $12 million. Mike Tyson going into this fight is a 5-1 favorite. No, I remember being a young child knowing that this fight was going to happen, and I was like, oh my God, Evander Holyfield is going to die. We just knew it. Evander
Holyfield. Punch him in the chest is about to be finished.
He's dead. He's absolutely, no one was really giving Evander Holyfield that much of a shot. And it was very funny in watching this fight because Evander Holyfield came to the ring with Christian gospel music.
No.
And he was smiling.
This was well before Kirk Franklin.
Yes, before Kirk.
Yeah, well before.
And he was smiling.
Should have came out to stomp, though.
Brother, this man, looking back, this man had the belief of God in him.
Sure.
He was smiling. He was singing as they're announcing his name.
No weapon formed against him shall prosper.
Brother, Mike Tyson was Mike Tyson, Mr. Armageddon. Like, he's like staring him down, menacing. Evander's like, God.
And he's a devout Muslim at this point?
He's a Muslim at this point.
Yeah.
Brother, Evander is smiling, singing, not worried at all. So then this fight
They should have did the fight in Jerusalem.
Brother,
you know what I mean? This is supposed to be the final.
This is the one.
Yeah.
It's going to end it. Two black fellas. So so then this fight kicks off. And I remember thinking it's not going to go more than 3 rounds. And Mike Tyson comes out immediately and throws a cross that connects on Evander and actually throws Evander back. And I remember being a kid being like, there it is. It's going to be over. Won't be long now. And Evander shrugs the shot off and smiles. And then they get to fighting. And brother, rounds 1 through 5, this becomes very, very clear that no one was anticipating. Evander Holyfield is far stronger than Mike Tyson. So when they would clinch, Evander could push Mike back easily. Mike Tyson was a very strong guy.
And he was a close-up fighter.
Yes, and he was a close-up fighter. So Evander had that going for him. He's very, very strong. He also realized he can throw a lot of combinations on Mike. People forget Evander Holyfield was a tremendous boxer, puncher. So he's jabbing, he's throwing body shots, he's throwing uppercuts, he's throwing hooks. So he's hitting Mike with a lot of combinations. And while Mike is able to do some good work in those skirmishes, Mike is generally throwing like 1 punch at a time, right? Because that's all he can kind of get off, because anytime he throws a shot, 3 are coming back. Evander's grabbing him and pushing him back. So he's smothering Mike Tyson throughout this and throughout the first 5 rounds, which no one sees coming. I remember being a kid being like, I didn't see this happening that way. Also, Mike Tyson has to worry about a third thing. He doesn't have to worry about just the right and the left. He also has to worry about Evander Holyfield's head. So at this point, this is what I like to call bald head aggression of Evander Holyfield. He no longer has hair. He shaved it all off, and it's just bald-headed aggression. So anytime Mike leans in, Evander's head is right there. So when he tries to lean in and throw a shot and lunge in, he's just connecting sometimes with Evander. Sometimes his head is connecting with Evander's head. And in the 5th round, they clash heads that leads to a cut above Mike Tyson's eye. Mike Tyson complains about this. And everyone sees this, but the fight goes on.
I mean, you the one leaning in. Headbutts finna happen if you get all up in somebody's face.
Right?
Now, headbutts are not a part of the things that you could do. It's funny that you can't headbutt in MMA either.
No, because it's diabolical.
Yeah.
It's actually just like, it's bad.
It's just asking for CTE.
Right, in a more overt way, right? So this cut forms, and then we go into the 6th round. And Mike is still complaining about the head. He's starting to complain about the headbutts. But then Mike Tyson gets knocked down. He catches a body shot from Evander Holyfield, and he gets knocked down in the 6th round. First time he's been knocked down since Buster Douglas, right? So this is when the tides start to turn in terms of what people are seeing, right?
Sure.
Because they're like, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. And then they get up.
You made me bleed my own blood.
Right. And rounds 6 through 11 go like this. Mike is now fighting on the back foot. This was not supposed to happen.
Right.
Mike is traditionally the aggressor, right? And the only time we've ever seen Mike Tyson lose.
Just ask Desiree. No, go ahead.
Oh man, I hope she has healing. But Mike has never had to be on the back foot like this. He generally is the aggressor. The one time that he was on the back foot, he was fighting a 6'4" guy. That's different. Evander's 6'2". It's not that much different, but Evander's bullying this guy around. He's bullying him around. He's doing whatever he wants. Mike has moments of greatness in like the 8th round where he's able to rattle off some shots that are able to hurt Evander Holyfield, but Evander just keeps on coming. He doesn't get tired. And in the 9th round, he starts to really wear down Mike Tyson. He starts to batter him, body shots, uppercuts, hooks, and Mike is really dragging. And on the scorecards, it's starting to reflect that he's dragging. We go into the 10th round. Evander Holyfield beats the dog shit out of Mike Tyson. Beats his ass. He hit Mike Tyson so hard, he had Mike Tyson doing the chicken dance, like from one side of the ring to the other. And it's looking like the fight is going to end very, very viciously. And then the bell rings. And it's one of the sadder things to ever see in boxing when you see a champion who just knows they're beat. Mike Tyson's shoulders were slumped, and you just see him walk to the corner because he has nothing left. Meanwhile, Evander Holyfield has God with him.
Yeah, well.
And we come out for the 11th round, and Evander just swarms Mike Tyson.
Sure.
Just swarms him.
What else would you do? Yeah.
Pounds on him, pounds on him, pounds on him. This white referee takes pity on Mike Tyson, and he stops the fight in the 11th round. Evander Holyfield, the 5-1 underdog, is now the WBA heavyweight champion of the world. He is the first man since Muhammad Ali to become a 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. Caveat, Muhammad Ali was the first man to become a 3-time lineal, meaning undisputed, all the title heavyweight champion. Evander did not do that, but he was the first man since Ali to be a 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. This fight was seen by, I think, 1.8 million people on pay-per-view.
And they were all paying like $60.
Yes,
like
70.
Yeah.
Brother. So it grossed like 80 million, I believe it was. Like, this was a box office fight that literally no one saw ending the way that it ended. And when I tell people all the time, like I said in the last episode, I said it was the return of Mike Tyson. I didn't say it was the rise of Mike Tyson. Like, he got back to a point, but was he ever the same Mike Tyson that he was when he was the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? No.
Yeah, but I mean, like the prime of your life physically is a finite time.
Yes.
And he spent some of that in jail, and that just it's irreparable, and it's, because of his own actions or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like we weren't robbed of anything outside.
No, we were not. And I want to say this very clearly. It's my personal belief that if they fought 6 years prior in 1990, Evander Holyfield wins. If they fight in 1991, Evander Holyfield wins. If they fight in 92, Evander Holyfield is just better than Mike Tyson. So he beats Mike Tyson regardless.
At boxing. So, but boxing. You have to, when you factor in the Adult Swim stuff.
Boxing,
and then
he's better at child rearing. Evander Holyfield is a better boxer. He's a better adulterer. He's a better child rearer. He had more kids. He did it better. Okay? He simply did it better. And after that fight, Mike Tyson actually thanked Evander Holyfield, said, "Thank you so much. I have the utmost respect for you." That is the tale of finally, when Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson finally fought 6 years too late.
Yeah. Well, cool. Setoiyo.
Hey.
Where can the people find out more about you?
You can find me at Setoiyo1 on all social media platforms. That is TikTok, that is Instagram, that is Threads, that is Twitter, that is Blue Sky, that is all that stuff. Also, you can find me on YouTube at Knockout Nerds. You can find us at Knockout Nerds on Instagram. You can find us at Knockout Nerds on Facebook. And you can also find me July 2nd at Punchline Philly, where Daryl Charles,
that's this guy,
will be headlining Punchline Philly, and I will be there opening for him. Please come out. It's going to be a night of Knockout Nerds hilarity. I need the eaters to show up. Eaters, unite.
We out here.
Pussy Force, unite. Bussy Force, unite.
Yeah.
Fussy Force, unite. We're going to come out.
What's a fussy?
They, them.
Yeah,
pussy.
Bring it on.
Come on. Come out. It's going to be a night of Knockout Nerds hilarity. Daryl Charles, where can the people find you?
You can find me on July 2nd at Punchline Philly. That's where you can find me. And you can go to darylcomedy.com for anything else. Knockout Nerds.
Hey.
Knockout.